Hi, welcome to Vegetables, day 30. Only one more day left in this month, and I will have done it for a whole entire month. I made a video every day for the whole entire month of January. And that's the year 2021. Today was a good day in that I did not have any out to eat food for the second day in a row. For breakfast, I had a skillet scramble type dish. It was country style potatoes, which are just the little cubes, with bell peppers and onions. And once the potatoes browned, I did add some spinach. Once it wilted, I added 3 pieces of crumbled bacon and a cup of egg whites. And then I did sprinkle it with, once the eggs were cooked, I did sprinkle it with cheese. I ate that with 2 pieces of whole wheat toast. I did not put butter on my toast, but I did put the 4 fruit jelly. It was really good. Of course, I had my cup of coffee. And then I didn't have anything else until lunch. That was pretty filling. Didn't have anything else till lunch. For lunch, I had a chicken pot pie. And then I went to the store again. Seems like I go to the store every day, but I went to the store for a few more things. And when I got home, I was pretty exhausted and tired, so I knew it had been too long since I'd eaten. So I did have a 2-ounce bag of ranch Doritos, and that was just enough for me to make dinner. Dinner was delicious, and we were comparing the flavor of my husband and I, or I need to start calling him Scott because I watched another channel and she keeps saying my husband, and Scott is like, he has a name, just use his name. So Scott and I were discussing how delicious it was, how good it tasted, and what the cost of it was versus going to a place like Chili's, which is just as good. And it's probably half the cost at least. I'm guessing it was probably about no more than $10 per serving. And that is actually less than half the cost. And here is a picture of what we had. As you can see in the picture, it was BBQ chicken. I cooked it in the Instant Pot. The barbecue sauce that I used was G Hughes, and it's a sugar-free. So it had a lot fewer carbs compared to other barbecue sauces. It also has no gluten, no high fructose corn syrup. It's sweetened with sucralose, which, the debate is out on those, whether they're, a good choice for you or not. But when it comes to Scott's blood sugar and my blood sugar, it's better. So then with that, we did have tater tots, which kind of negates the sugar and the barbecue sauce, but we did have tater tots. And then the best thing we had, or most nutritious thing we had, was broccoli. But then I did put cheese on it because that's the only way Scott will eat it. And whatever I need to do to get Scott to eat vegetables, I'm going to do it. Because broccoli with cheese is a lot healthier than more tater tots or more potatoes of some type. It's also better than corn or green beans, which is about the only other two vegetables he will eat currently. But it was, like I said, really good. And what I will do, the chicken I cooked in the Instant Pot, and I will put the recipe to the chicken in the description box below. This is the second time that we've had it, so you've seen it before. This time though, instead of having full-size chicken breasts, I did buy the thin sliced ones, so even though we ate most of it, which was about a little less than 1.5 pounds, we actually had about a pound, so because I know that there was one piece left and we gave that to the dogs. Dogs absolutely loved it. They couldn't get enough, especially my little Maltese. She was going absolutely nuts over this barbecued chicken. So the other thing as far as today, I did weigh myself, just did, and I was 245.7. So still up a little bit. And I suppose that's the price I pay for having had McDonald's 2 times in one day. And what'll be interesting about having these daily diary entries, video diary entries, is interesting to be able to track if that is, what happens is, I end up having too much out to eat food, which means too much fat, too much salt, too much sugar, and then 2-3 days later I have an increase in weight, and then go back to eating at home where I can control the salt, the fat, and the sugar, and see if the weight goes down, and I'm sure it will. But having said that, that means that I did not reach my goal for the end of this week to be under 240. I am still under 240 in the morning, but well, I think I was 241 this morning. So, still hovering around that 240 mark in the morning. But I want to go ahead and get under the 240 mark at the end of the day. So that is another goal that I have set for myself this week, to hopefully motivate me to not go out to eat and to make sure I stay home and eat everything at home. And Scott and I were discussing, what can we do to be able to, really start watching what we eat and, try to get some of this extra weight off. And so if you can look on my board, I changed it, and it says goal for the week of February 1st is to eliminate all bread. We did not have any bread this evening. And then I put each day, Sunday through Saturday. And for each day that that we both go without any type of bread, then I will mark that on the board there, and we'll see where we're at. We just decided that we have to do something. We've tried doing stuff drastically to where, can't eat this anymore, we're not going to eat this, we're not going to eat that, we're only going to eat this, only going to eat that, and we failed every single time. So baby steps. So first one is going to be eliminating the bread, and then this weekend or next weekend we'll just, have another discussion, and we'll decide what else can we eliminate. And our plan, at least right now, is to get to a point where we are not necessarily whole foods plant-based. And we're not necessarily keto, where we're, low carb, high fat. We want to be able to try to find a happy medium to where we have, a lower fat. We both do believe that lower fat's the way to go. And by lower fat, that's a drastically lower fat. Not just watch what we eat and still eat fat or what have you, but drastically reduce it and try to eliminate it out of our diets as much as possible. As far as carbs, we're only going to have the carbs that go along with fruits and vegetables. But we're still going to eat carbs, and then we are still going to incorporate some animal muscle, protein, meat. The only meat that we eat is beef or chicken. We occasionally will have pork. Like I had bacon today. And occasionally we might have some sausage. But we don't do fish. It's just too risky with the mercury, and besides, Scott doesn't like fish anyway. But it's to me it's too risky because of the mercury that's in all of the fish. And then the pork, I have to avoid the pork because I already have high uric acid levels and suffer from gout. So one of the first things that doctors will tell you is to avoid the amount of pork that you eat. So that essentially leaves beef and chicken. But you can eat those, many different ways. And then I hope to be able to incorporate more plant-based proteins. For instance, one thing that's on the menu for this week is chili. And while I will probably put some beef flavored better than bouillon in it to give it a little bit of the beef flavor, we won't be putting meat in it. When we have taco soup, we don't put meat in that. And what's another thing? Another thing that's on the menu this week are taco salads. And so by having taco salads, we're avoiding the bread by not having the tortillas. When we have the taco soup, we usually will have it with cream cheese and sour cream and shredded cheese. But then we usually crunch up tortilla chips. Now, while that's technically not bread, it's still a processed flour because it's still, corn that's processed into a flour. So, we're try to eliminate that as well. With our chili, we just, again, cheese and sour cream, not any crackers. I mean, usually I'll put a few, but nope, I'm not going to do it this time. It's just some ideas of what we're going to have to eat this week and how we're going to eliminate the bread. The way that Dr. Gregor, in his book, How Not to Diet, terms it is, he calls it deflowering the diet. So I'll hopefully you'll be able to check that box every single day at every single meal. So that's it on the video today. I'm really encouraged that Scott has gotten back on board with trying to lose weight, because when he's on board it makes it a lot easier for me. Not for sure if he'll ever join us. Oh, my hair's sticking up. Not sure if he'll join us on the video, or join me I should say, on the videos or not, but he may. But we'll continue to keep you posted, and I do thank you so much for watching. I still need some subscribers. I did get another view, so thank you for whoever it was that gave me additional view. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the next video. I really appreciate comments so that I can get some feedback, maybe get some direction, get some inspiration. But then I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. After I get this video edited, I gotta clean the kitty box. Oh, but I did do dishes twice today. Yay! Laundry's pretty much done. Yay! So, I know that's kind of on a tangent and trying to wrap up the video, so I'll quit rambling, and thank you again so much for watching. And enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.